Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got some massive news to go over for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Huge data mines have just dropped for the Mewtwo Terra Raid event, which is right around the corner. We also have new updates on the Mightiest mark that's going to be given to Mew. So much stuff to go over today, plenty of things to break down, really interesting things. So if you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes, it really does help out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, let's go over these new data mines for the Mewtwo Terra Raid event. So this was tweeted out by Anubis, who of course is one of the main data miners in the community. Also, just want to quickly say that the Mewtwo Raid event obviously isn't live. We of course have video footage of this Mewtwo Terra Raid event, but that is because it's been hacked in. But this is what it will look like when these Mewtwo Terra Raid events do drop. So yeah, they're not out right now, but this is basically video footage of what it is going to look like. Just want to make that abundantly clear. But anyway, we have Anubis here tweeting out saying Pokemon Scarlet and Violet version 1.3.2 added a new interesting message. Mew is going to go all out against this formidable opponent. So we know about that already. We saw that in the original data mines after the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet update patch, the one that happened like a week ago or a few days ago or whatever. So we know that, but now we actually have some really interesting information about what happens during these Mewtwo Terra Raid events. This also confirms that it is on its way. We weren't sure because obviously Delphox is going to happen this weekend and next weekend, so we didn't know if Mewtwo Raid events were actually going to be a thing, but this all but confirms that it actually is going to be a thing. So we have Anubis here also saying, this is used when a Mew enters a 7-star Mewtwo Raid. Mew gets a 50% HP boost and 20% stat boost to all other 5 stats. So this is video footage of what is going to happen when we go into a 7-star Mewtwo Terra Raid. As I say, this isn't in the game yet, but when it is in the game, this is what's going to happen. So we're going to the Mewtwo Raid event, yada yada yada, send your Pokemon out, and we obviously have the shiny Mew here. It doesn't matter if it's shiny or not. And then once Mew comes into the battle, as you can see, it gets the stat boost here, and it says Mew is going to go all out against this formidable foe. This only happens with Mew. If you go in with like a Tauros or a Gorganical or Staraptor, whatever, they will not get the stat boosts. Only Mew gets the stat boost, and that's the 50% increase to HP and 20% to all the other stats. So that's why I think this is going to be quite a difficult Terra Raid, because I'm just going to assume that everyone's just going to bring Mews to this raid event because, you know, why wouldn't you? It just makes you just more likely to win. But because it's a Mewtwo and it's a legendary Pokemon, even though it's still a 7-star Terra Raid event, I think it's going to probably be the most difficult one we've had so far. Just simply because we get these incredible stat boosts on Mew, which it should be. It's a legendary. It should be an 8-star raid, if anything. But let's go over the other data mines. So my Mew's original stats were 404 HP, 212 physical attack, 237 physical defense, 328 special attack, 236 special defense, and 236 speed. But in the battle, it had the following stats. So it had 606 HP, 254 physical attack, 284 physical defense, 393 special attack, 283 special defense, and then 283 speed. So this stat boost is not cleared by the boss's ability slash stat resets. Obviously in Terra Raids, when the Pokemon just kind of like negates all the stat boosts and everything like that, that does not affect Mew. Mew gets this boost from the start of the Terra Raid up until you finish it at the end, whether you win or lose. It cannot lose these stats. We then go on to see that Anubis said, I also tried modding Wild Mewtwo and lower tier Terra Raids, but this effect did not occur. I believe it's specific to 7-star Mewtwo Raids. So yeah, you're not going to get like 4-star Mewtwo Raids or 5-star Mewtwo Raids. It has to be 7-star Mewtwo Raids. With Mewtwo events coming soon to Pokemon Unite, which obviously releases on, I think, the 21st. I think it's in like testing now, but yeah, I think Mewtwo comes out technically on the 21st of July. And Mew to Pokemon Go, we obviously covered that in yesterday's video. Shiny Mew is now going to be available in the 7th year anniversary for Pokemon Go. You're going to be able to get Mew again. And as well as that, it's the 25th anniversary of Mewtwo Strikes Back. This, I think, on the 15th, something like that. Anyway, I wonder when we're going to get the Mighty Mewtwo raids in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. This is a follow-up as well, and this is about the Mightiest mark on Mew. So Mew gets the Mightiest mark from this battle. It looks to be Mew-specific, and other Pokemon do not earn the ribbon. So let's go over that a little bit more, in a little bit more detail. So we have Anubis here saying, there's one thing I didn't notice originally when I posted about the Mew power-up interaction with the future 7-star Mewtwo raids. The Mew I used versus the Mewtwo had the mightiest mark afterwards. So this is after the battle, defeated Mewtwo, good stuff. And then we go into the box, we go over to Mew and go over to the very right, and as you can see, Mew has the mightiest mark. So it looks like from this that you're not going to be able to catch the Mewtwo, which makes sense. We've had Mewtwo raids in the past and Sword and Shield weren't able to catch it, but what this actually unlocks is the mightiest mark for Mew. And that makes sense as well, because in the original Datamines we saw that they'd actually changed the mightiest mark description. Before it was just like for Pokemon that you like defeat in raids or whatever, or for a Pokemon that you find in a raid, but now it's been changed where it's like, where it says a mark for an especially mighty Pokemon. So yeah, you can actually get the mighty mark on Mew, and I don't know if this is every single time, so you can use like multiple Mews if you have a shiny Mew and a regular Mew and you want to get the mightiest mark on both of them, or if it's just a one-time only thing. I'm not too sure, but we have Anubis here saying this is obviously still a simulation, and no, there aren't Mewtwo raids going on right now. This game simply, the game simply has the ability to handle a mighty Mewtwo raid as of version 1.3.2. You can see that the game thinks I beat a Chestnut, and again, that's how they hacked it in. They hacked it in over a Chestnut raid. My guess is that when they release these raids, Mewtwo will be uncatchable, and the reward is the mightiest mark for your own Mew instead. I tried with a Sparthra, and it didn't get the mightiest mark. We will see how they set these raids up when they're released. So this is just massive news because it does confirm these mighty, these Terra raids for Mewtwo. Mightiest mark Mew is really cool as well. That's a nice little change. It also kind of confirms what Riddler-Q was obviously saying as well. Like Riddler-Q actually responded to Matt tweeting out here saying all Mew that participate are eligible for the stat bonuses. So if you, well, I have the tweet here. So if you, all Mew that participate are eligible for the stat bonuses. So if they don't implement a cap on how many Mew can enter the raid, it will be a solid choice against Mewtwo. So as I say in this video, there's 4 Mews here. They all get the stat boosts. So why wouldn't you bring it? And yeah, this is basically what Riddler-Q was replying to. So this is like a kissy face, and then he put the mightiest mark up. So as I say, this is originally what he was talking about here. If we go back, we have him here tweeting out about Mewtwo with the mightiest mark, and this is what he was talking about. And this is why Riddler-Q is a very credible source, albeit like some of the tweets he obviously tweets out are, you know, a bit distasteful. But in terms of actual Pokemon leaks and knowledge that he has, it is all correct. And this is why we shouldn't necessarily doubt him, because he always does this. You know, he actually gives us information, and then we get legitimate information about it, and it just kind of like heightens his sense of credibility, if that makes sense. So yeah, we had him there just kind of responding to Matt there, just saying like a kissy face, basically confirming that, well, I mean, we've already got confirmation it's going to happen anyway. We literally have it in the game already. The behavior of the game is going to act exactly like this when this Mewtwo raid kind of comes out. We also have Light here talking about it, saying clearly, as I said, the Pokemon Company is preparing to give us a Mew from Mystery Gift, and this is how it all ties in. So obviously, I think what they want is for you to buy a Mew on the Pokemon Go research task, which again cost about $5, and they want you to get that in Pokemon Go, and then you can send that shiny Mew into Pokemon Scarlet and Violet via Pokemon Home, and then you'll be able to get the mightiest mark on it. And I think that's kind of what they're trying to do, in a way to, I guess it's a way to get money as well, obviously, because people are going to be paying for this shiny Mew, which obviously makes sense. Light here says, you know, probably going to get him as a mystery gift. I don't think that's going to be the case. I don't think they're going to give us a mystery gift of Mew. It'd be great if we did, because it would give everybody the chance to get a Mew, and then obviously use that Mew in the Mewtwo raid and give the mightiest mark, and it'd be a really cool celebration. And they have done it in the past. They did it in BDSP. They give us the Mew. And I guess if you wanted a shiny Mew, you'd have to pay for $5 for it. But I don't know. I feel like they'd want people to get this more. And if you got a free normal Mew, it would kind of stop people from paying for this. I don't know. That's just me. I'm not really too sure how they're going to do it. Or probably we'll have to bring it from home, since in Pokemon Go they're using $5 for obtaining a shiny Mew. But you can see soon we'll face Mighty Mewtwo as a Terra raid, probably the week from 17th to the 23rd, but who knows, because remember the Delphoxes are the 8th and 9th through to, well, we've got it on, you know, the 7th, 8th and 9th, and we've got it on the 14th, 15th and 16th, so it does make sense that the Mewtwo raid would probably be, yeah, week of the 17th, but I don't know, we'll have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, the Mewtwo Terra raids are definitely on the way. There's also more Mew promotion in Pokemon Cafe Remix as well. Again, this month is just all about Mew and Mewtwo. It makes sense with other things that are coming out. But yeah, Pokemon Cafe Remix is to add the Little Star costume for Mew into the delivery feature starting tomorrow, July the 6th, 2023. So yeah, as you can see, there's just a ton of Mew promotion and Mewtwo promotion. But I mean, the main thing about this video is that the Terra raids are going to happen. A few people were doubting it, myself included, once we got the Delphox raid announcement, but this 100% confirms it's going to happen. Like, it's literally in the game, and this is how it's going to behave. Why would they have all of this in the game if it weren't ready for a Terra Raid? I mean, we might even get it earlier, to be fair, because the Delphox thing only happens at the weekend. We could very much get the Mewtwo raids through the week. Like, we could get them from the 10th up until, you know, the 14th or something like that. I don't know. Whether we get a Pokemon Presents, I'm not sure. I feel like they might just drop this as like a tweet. It'd be cool if they did a Pokemon Presents for it, because they could just kind of go into detail about all the different things, like showcase Mewtwo and Unite. They'd showcase these Terra Raids. They'd showcase Mew and Mewtwo in like Pokemon Go, and obviously Pokemon Cafe Remix and Pokemon Masters or whatever. Whether that gives us DLC information as well, I'm not sure. But I think this is less likely a DLC event now. I think it's more so a thing that's going to happen this month, because if it didn't happen this month, it would make no sense, because this is where all this Mew and Mewtwo stuff's going on. So, yeah, really exciting stuff. A massive thank you to Anubis, as always, for all the data mines, always doing an incredible job. But yeah, that's going to be everything from me for today's video. If you enjoyed it, drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. Leave a comment with your thoughts on this whole Mewtwo Raid fiasco thing. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell for daily Pokemon content. Have a great rest of your day, and until next time, peace.